All right, I want to welcome everybody to the family tree. Put your hands together, family. Hey. Come on. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. Hopefully you're joining us from wherever you're joining us from. Hey, you can also see us streaming live on Facebook right now. You can go to my website on Facebook at Dr. Paul Hopkins or Big B Bill 1L Morgan over there.
Yes, sir, buddy.
We are streaming live. And with that, if you did not get the actual invitation, send it to somebody. We say give time, send that check over to somebody. Send that email, check in to somebody else. Let them know that we got some good stuff to talk about tonight, especially when it's dealing with holistic health and also your products in the stores. So we want to talk about a lot of good stuff tonight. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Big B, I'm going to bring the music on down. And when we bring the music on down, all right, we're going to go live. Going live. Come on in, family. Come on in.
Yo, man, what you talking about, boy? You haven't too much fun over there, man.
All right. All right, come on in, family. Let me come off there. And then, Big B, we should be able to see everybody.
Yes, I can see everybody, man. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
All right. There we go. Hey, family, everybody's in the house. Everybody got their good Wednesday face on, Big B.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Looking good.
Got your good Wednesday face on. Lots going on. Hey, y'all. If you're joining us for the very first time, welcome. This is the Family Tree. We say this is the place where you get your holistic health update for the week. We say holistic health. We call it the family tree because it's gathering around this thing called the ancient laurel trees. Because the ancient laurel trees represented our social security. You gotta say it slow, family. Social security. It's not a check. It's your family. So with your family being that means somewhere around this, we talked about problems, situations, anything going on. We gathered around these ancient laurel trees and we talked about it. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Join the conversation. You want to be a part of the conversation. You say, make sure you tell somebody. I say go on Facebook, and if you can, send it out to somebody because we definitely are streaming live. But if you have a question or concern, want to join the conversation, go down to your reaction bar, right where you see the heart, click on it, and you can raise your hand and join the conversation like Big B up there. Big B, you got your hand up?
Yes, sir, buddy.
All right, gotcha. All right. And when you can join the conversation, if you're someone that's maybe said, I don't want to be on Front Street, I don't want to see my face, I just want to maybe dial in, you may be calling in, or you actually say, I just want a question. Well, you put your information down in the chat box, and Prophetess, a.k.a. Fingers, is she in today?
I haven't seen her yet.
But either Prophetess or Big B over there or myself will grab the question and try to bring it forward. If there's somewhere we may not be able to get everyone tonight, that's okay. Try to, give that question to Big B at the end and send it over to him, and we'll try to get to it. We can't get to everybody, but we do try our best.
We do try.
If there's someone that's calling by phone and you may have missed a prompter that actually tells you how to raise your hand, don't worry. Just let us know you're calling by phone, and we'll try to get you in. All right?
Sir. Yes, sir.
So without a doubt, let's give our host with the most, Big B, Bill 1L Morgan. What's up, buddy?
Hey, man, I am fine, dude. Can you believe that? It was almost 80 degrees over here in Jersey, man.
Hey, and snow was still there.
I don't even want to talk about that. Actually, to be honest with you, guess what? There's no snow anywhere in my area.
Well, guess what? In Philly, there's still piles of snow, man. It's 80 degrees yesterday. I started taking pictures. I said, people are not going to believe this. It's 83 degrees outside right now, and there's snow still all over the place. Something wrong. But hey, Big B, lots going on in the world, man. We got we're coming out of the flu season. Yeah, and man. With that, still, we have that transition, that HMPV is actually on a rise right now. It's respiratory. And it's something that's traditionally when it's coming out of the winter coming into the spring, we get this one. So it's kind of lingering around. Yep. Give us our latest numbers as we have it so far.
I'll do that, my friend. Look at our complete summary right now for our clinical lab guy. It's actually trending down at 15.8% positive for flu for this week, Dr. P. Can you believe that? And guess what? That H, of course, that AH3N2 is still hanging out there, but not causing as much issue and no problems as it was before. And our outpatient respiratory is also trending down, Dr. P, at 3.9%. That is for health providers for this week. All right. And of course, the whole thing, looking at our flu view for 100,000 in population, that cumulative hospitalization rate, guys, is at 76%. And that is also trending down, Dr. P, at 15.9%. Y'all, I am not going to complain about that. And finally, Dr. Paul, one of the good things, man, our patients admitted to the hospital is down 16 to 10,000.6. And guess what? Mortality rate, Dr. P, is down, way down, man.
Way down,
and
way down.
I didn't see any deaths. It's still kind of hanging on. What was that before?
Hey, man, we doing well. I got
no complaints, buddy.
We're doing really well.
Yes, man,
I think this is a good time. We know that this is the transition time with the weather, but it doesn't mean just throw the jackets off and throw them in, this is that transition time. So this is the time, really, pneumonia weather right here.
Yes.
Right here. This is pneumonia weather.
True.
So be careful, family. Just make sure jaws and paws. That's what we say. Jaws and paws. Make sure you keep it up, okay? All right. We're going to open up the lines right now. We're going to start with the testimonies. We say the testimony goes a long way. We always start off because testimonies are something that we look at and say, you know what? In that midnight hour when you was trying to hold on and you might have got some bad news from your doctor or anything, we say, you know what? It's not over. It's never over. No. Only God is the author and finisher of your faith. So sometimes you're going in a storm, sometimes you're in a storm, sometimes you're coming out of a storm. No matter way, we want to give you encouragement that guess what? You can do this and that the body heals itself 11 times faster than you get sick. How about that? So with that, we believe that testimonies go a long way. Someone say, hey, if I can see somebody else do it, I can do it. It's very important because I sit at the front line and I see what people go through and the trauma that either in the stress levels of whether it's emotional or physical stress. We know that that's the front line. So a testimony goes a long way. So we open up the lines. If you have a testimony, anything on your heart and mind, you might have saw your blood pressure go down this week.
Help us.
How about, that cholesterol? Y'all got something on the cholesterol we're going to talk to y'all about. Or you might say, you know what? My knees don't hurt this week. Wow. The storm was coming through, and usually I can tell when the storm's coming, but it didn't know it was coming this week.
We just be glad you got knees. Now, how about that?
You got knees. Right. Exactly. So whatever the question, whatever the situation, we want to open up the lines. If you have a question or testimony right now, you want to be able to share it with the family, the floor is officially open. Big B, the floor is open, buddy.
All right, guys, come on now. Don't hide. Anybody got a testimony?
Anybody have a testimony they want to share with the family today? Something you might have went through? Anything going down? And no one? Is this mic on, baby? We have no testimony.
Okay, Ron.
All right, who is that?
Ron is sneaking.
Hey, Ron, what's up,
Ron,
buddy?
He's whispering.
Okay, I finished up the course.
What's up, Ron? How you doing, buddy?
All right. I finished up the course last.
Yes, let's give Ron a hand, y'all. Ron
finished already.
Help, Ron.
Go ahead, congrats, Greg. Ron, no joke, boy. He just started.
Okay, and because of that, I started talking to people. I talked to one of my friends, and I started giving him the stuff, and he is so excited that I could help him. So,
hey, man.
What water to drink?
See there?
The oils, and I've given him the whole spiel. And he is so excited. He says, Ron, I'm going to start doing that. So
there he is. Show that man. There he is. Bring it back. Wait a minute, Ron. Slow it down. Right there. Congratulations. Everybody come off mute for Ron over there. He's an ambassador of health.
Man.
Yes. Congratulations. Come on, family. Come on.
See, I can't stand you. Took me 100 years to get it done. And I was doing thousands of
Good job, Ron. Good job, man.
That's what's up. 3 or 4 different people right now.
Okay.
Trying to get them off of some of the stuff they've been doing.
Yeah.
I have to thank you, Dr. Paul, for offering this course.
Yeah.
And, making us more aware of what's going on.
Yes. Thank you, Ron.
I want to say, I went into Acme to get my Crystal Geyser water. I got some last week, and then I went again this week. Gone.
Gone.
I say more people are getting onto that than ever
Yes.
before.
Yes.
So that's a good thing.
Yes, it's a good thing. And Ryan, you might want to get to know somebody at the market, buddy.
Amen.
Hey, it's only a couple dollars, man. What day is that truck coming in?
Hey, Ron, I do that. I go down in a heartbeat. Would you call? I ain't give my, I give my cell number, give my text. Text me.
About I'll give you a little dollar something when you call in. Call me up when the shipment.
Yeah, buddy.
When the shipment comes in, give me a call. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate you, buddy. Hey, man, you are an ambassador to help, man. You are now on the forefront. That's why I say everyone branch out. That's what the tree does. It branches out, and now you're in your own. You have your own network of people that you're dealing with. So that's what everybody does. That's what it's all about. The important thing is that the foundations and fundamentals. When I tell you it's not brands, it's about fundamental science. And that means not just Crystal Geyser, but it's also what? Spring water, bottle at the source. And then once we start to do these things, I believe that we now start to tell companies, I won't buy that stuff. And if I won't buy that stuff, guess what? They won't sell it. So congratulations, Ron. Congratulations again, buddy. Proud of you, man. Proud of you. He got through it, y'all.
I told him I can't stand it. He got through faster than I did. That's all right, Ron. Got you, but that's what's up.
Appreciate it, guys.
All right, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Good job. All right, anyone else have a testimony? Is Prophetess in here? Did she just
she's
sneak in
here. Prophetess is here.
Hey, Prophetess,
Fingers
what's
is
up?
in the house,
Let's say
man.
what's up, Fingers? Fingers, what's up?
Good evening, Dr. Paul, Brother Bill, and all
you
of the
doing?
Tree family. I'm well. Wow.
Yes. Come on, you got to give us an update. I always push you on an update. What you got going on? I always pat her down. She's got something going on.
And
Yes.
I don't have too much going on at the moment, other than we're still taking applications for summer camp, for aviation camp.
Okay.
There's also, for those who may not be interested in aviation, there is also horseback camp in case your children are interested in horseback.
Children? What?
Shaman Nixon, I believe it is, out there in Belmont Park near Channel 17, offers the Work to Ride program. The children learn not only how to ride, but they learn how to care for the horses and they care for animals as well.
My granddaughter goes there. You're absolutely right.
My son and my godson I sent, and there is rowing camp, which is free for over there on Boathouse Row. I will get that information. I'll plug it into the chat as well. And they have started taking applications as well. When my children went, you had to be able to be a sufficient swimmer, efficient swimmer. But now you don't have to be able to swim laps. But the kids, if they don't swim well, they will have to wear life vests. But our kids can now go out there on Schuylkill and learn how to row with the college students.
Awesome. Thank you, Prophet. What is their age? Any time age? Someone's asking about the age.
I see that, and I'm going. Like I said, I'm going to grab that information and plug it into the chat box. The rowing camp and the horseback camp. I've already put aviation camp in there. The aviation camp is 13 to 18, and the age for both these other camps I'll put in the chat box as well.
All right. Thank you, Prophetess.
You're
Appreciate you. Thank you so much. And if you're someone that's just joining us, if you have a question, concern, put it in the chat box and Prophetess over there. We'll get it to you. But stay in that area because she may have the question already answered for you. We've covered a lot of topics and she has an encyclopedia of information over there. I don't know how she does it so fast. Sometimes you see the smoke going over.
You know what? It has to be. It got to be smoke, man.
It's got to be smoke, man. Yep.
All right. All I can say is praise God for
and
you.
Also, we want to give a shout out to Kamara. Come on, Kamara. I see you.
I don't want to jump in front, but thank you. God bless you. Marcy, you, Letha, everybody, your prayers. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm challenged, but not defeated.
Hey, you're here.
That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game, girl.
The thing is, you're here, and you know what? I believe that you doing the things that you do. I heard about the situation. Marcy told us about what happened, and I think that you were already prepared by doing healthy things, so that really helped the situation. So, we wish you all the best in health and healing and all the things that you know what to do. You know exactly what to do, don't you?
I'm gonna keep tweaking.
Yeah,
I heard it. Keep on.
All right, if you need anything, give me a call, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Bless you all. Thank you.
All right. All right. Anyone else
man.
have a testimony? Anything on your heart, mind? Anyone have a testimony they want to share with the family? Anyone? Testimony. Anyone? I thought I heard somebody else. Was somebody else?
I heard somebody, but it just got real quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah.
If
All
you're
right.
there, come on, just
If
speak
you
up,
are,
y'all.
you can come off mute. Come on in. More folks coming in.
It's
All right.
Saloni.
Saloni?
Come on.
Yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
go right
Saloni.
ahead.
Hello there. I just want to say that I haven't gotten a chance yet. I've been too busy really to get into the class. Of course, I need to because people are calling me probably daily to find out what they need, what herbs they need, and what Dr. Paul said about this or that.
Woo.
So I had one person earlier today call and ask what herbs are good for the eyes. And I told him, get on. He's been to Dr. Paul before, but it affected his blood pressure. I had a testimony back a few years back. He wouldn't go on and testify himself, but his blood pressure had gotten better, or he's healed from 1999 blood pressure problem by going to and listening to Dr. Paul. However, that same person today asked me, what are some of the vitamins and herbs used for the eyes? Now, I have been wearing glasses from probably 40 years. And right now I'm dry. Well, I just pulled over, but I take my glasses off because my prescription glasses are not as strong as my eyes since I do all kinds of prevention because of the Dr. Paul meetings, the Dr. Paul family meetings. And I want to thank all of you guys, everybody who testifies, because I tried everything. And I have my primary doctor listening because she said, well, I have a son and a daughter in their 20s and a husband. So thank you for letting me know about Dr. Paul Hopkins. So that's my testimony.
Amen.
Thank you, Saloni. Let's give Saloni a hand for being an ambassador on the floor out there. She's out there helping people and getting them straight and sharing information. This information, it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to the universe. We just bringing on God's principles, So I always tell people, this is something that we just passing on. This is our oral tradition. The oral tradition is that we have to tell each other and also be aware of the times that we're in because things are changing. It's almost like trying to hit. Remember, somebody once used to tell me, you can't hit the bull's. You can't hit the target if you don't have a bullseye. Because it's moving right now. The bullseye is moving.
Yeah, it is.
And just when you thought the food was good, guess what? Now they changed it on you.
Have mercy.
So it's a lot going on right now, but that's why we have to be more in tune. That's why we do the family tree, because we have to stay more connected. So share the information. Share. Most important. Thank you, Saloni. Everybody come off mute for Saloni. One more time, y'all. One more time.
Yeah.
Come on,
Indeed,
come on, because that's important. That's important. That's important.
Nice job.
Nice job. Okay, who do we have next, Big B, or
Anybody
can we
else?
go live?
Anybody else?
Okay,
all right.
Can I jump in?
Yeah,
Sure,
go ahead, Val.
sure. Who is that?
Go ahead, Val.
Val.
Is that Val? What's up, Val?
Hey, y'all. This might not be a testimony, but it's at least a blessing. First, I want to thank everybody. This family tree is just amazing. I really thank Nitha allowed me to give her a call. We did a lot of chatting about my cholesterol. I feel much better when we talked about the ratio, and it seemed like the doctors are crazy. But anyway, I ain't gonna say that out loud.
That's all right. That's all right.
My ratio was all that. She said your ratio is great. Anyway, we talked about a lot of things. So I thank you all, you and Dr. Clarinda. All you guys are a blessing. So I went to an event. It was supposed to be a vegan cooking class, and so I'm sitting there with my crystal geyser, and there's a couple next to me, and we start chatting, and the lady starts talking about things that sound like the family tree, and I said to her, Dr. Paul Hopkins. She's like, what? The family tree every Wednesday? Yes, indeed. So me, her, and her husband, we're all talking about the family tree. I don't know if she's on here. Her name is Irene. And so we exchanged numbers. But what happened, she's been a vegan for about 10 years, her husband for decades. So we go into the class, and They basically teaching the class. We teaching the class. They teaching the class about vegan. I'm telling them stuff about you. And so the person who was supposed to teach it didn't show up, but somebody else came in to teach it. And they went and got a notepad and started saying, "What you say about that water? What kind of water did you say again?"
Go
and
ahead.
then Irene
Go
was
ahead,
telling them
girl.
everything about how to do this and how to do that and the check fruit.
See, ambassador.
See that? See, you just stepped right in when somebody didn't show up. Look at God. See how God opened that door for you? See, that's what happens. And that's why information is powerful, because it's going to, it can open up windows for somebody that never even expected you to stand up that day.
Yes.
You know, you stood right in there. See, that's powerful. That is powerful.
I see
right
Irene
there.
on here too. I think she did. Her and her husband did a lot of the talking, but I shared what I knew about the family tree, and I am
that's all. That's all you gotta do.
That's right. That's all you gotta do. Yes. What's up, Irene? Where's Irene? I don't see Irene. Let me see if Irene. Thank you, Irene. Y'all came in and y'all just showed it out. Keep it going. That's what we do.
Right. That's exactly
we
what
gotta
you do,
share
man.
the information. That's the important thing, is that each one teach one. All together we rise together, right? That's what we do. That's what we gotta do. The important thing is, for the times we're living in, divine appointments for right now. What's happening right now? I know a lot of things that we have to transition, and we have to change a lot of our old thinkings, and a lot of things that we were taught a long time ago. They're still true, but there's things that have changed. So that's why it's important. So congratulations, Val. Let's give Val a hand, y'all, over there.
That's right.
She's coming into ambassador right there.
Right.
She's an ambassador, right?
Remember, Val, nothing is by accident. Dad always has an appointed time.
Yes,
keep that
absolutely.
in mind. Always
Congratulations. All
Yay,
right.
Val.
Yay, congratulations, Val.
Testimony.
Good stuff. Good testimony.
All right.
That's a testimony, Val. It didn't seem like it, but it was a testimony.
That was a testimony.
That's a testimony. All right. Who else we have on the line? Anyone else before we go to Q&A? Remove that spotlight on there. Okay. Anybody else have a question or something before we go to questions? Any testimonies? Any testimonies? All right. I think we can get started.
All right, Dr. P. Don't go off to the side here. Dorothy put up a question. She said, Dr. Ball, I'd like to know, why is golden seal root herb a rotational herb?
Because it's in the berberine family, and that actually, you can, just like any antibiotic, take too much of it. And if you take too much, you can build a resistance to it, just like any antibiotic. It's a natural antibiotic. So you don't want to take it every day, because you start to lose the benefit of it if you start to do that. So that's why we have the protocol, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the soul, 2 weeks on. And this is the root, not the herb. Okay. And that's another thing some people get confused. They'll take the golden seal herb, which does not have as much potency as the root. So make sure it's the root. 2 weeks on, 1 week off, 2 weeks back on, quit it for a whole month. Got it? 2-1-2. If you can remember 2-1-2. After you waited a month, you repeat the cycle. As you repeat the cycle, you do 2 cycles. Then after that, moving forward, cleanse every change of seasons. Got it? So the beginning of every summer, winter, spring, fall, you got to do something. This is very important for those that have maybe systemic issues with urinary tract infections, things like it keep coming up, like allergies, someone who's just have toxicity issues or toxic load issues. That's what golden seal was used for. I don't know if y'all know that golden seal root, little history on golden seal. Did y'all know golden seal actually changed the dynamic of sports? Y'all know about that? Did you know that? Yeah, it actually changed the dynamic of sports testing, because, of course, players were going out smoking weed, doing drugs, doing all this stuff, and they come back and they take the P test and they pass. And they were like, wait a minute. I know these guys did it. We know they did it because we following them. How are they passing this test? Well, it wasn't until they finally caught up and said, you know what? It's the golden seal. Squeaky clean. So now, in all of the markers for the panels, when you're looking for, doing the scale, they actually put an indicator for golden seal in the P test. How about that?
Hammers. See?
So if you see it in there, you know what? They definitely doing it, right? That's exactly it. So golden seal is actually in the test.
Okay.
So what does that mean? It just means that it does a very good job. The lore of golden seal is that during the Black Plague, God sent down his golden energy and his lore. Remember I tell y'all, this is lore. Lore actually means oral traditions. God sent down this specifically for the Black Plague and for those that were actually experiencing it. And that was the healing that God sent personally. His golden energy or his golden seal.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Good stuff.
Okay. All right. Listen, Dr. Peter, KK over there on Facebook has a testimony. He says, I have a testimony. I have been fasting and I drink the green drink before the sun comes up with some fruit. And with the green drink, I am not hungry throughout the entire day. That's KK over there on Facebook.
That's a shout. Let's get KK a hand.
Go ahead, KK.
Go ahead, KK. Give her a shout. Get KK a hand. Go ahead,
That's what's up. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
And remember, when you build up that level of energy, you're firing off on all cylinders, burning complex carbohydrates versus fat. So now when you're doing that, that's quick energy. If you get that quick energy, that means that now your body says, well, hey, I don't have to hold on to this fat. So you start to what? Shed the fat. Fat. You can't hold on to it. If the body says, hey, I'm getting my nutrients, I don't have to hold on to it. That's when a lot of people said they're taking the green drink, they're starting to lose a lot of weight. Or back to balance, we say, to what your natural weight would be.
Exactly.
All right. So good stuff. Come on in, family. More folks coming on in. Come on in.
And while you let them in, there's a question also, I guess. It's just, what herbs can flush out genital HSV, Dr. P?
Well, whenever you're looking at HSV, she said?
HSV.
Okay. So when you're looking at that, of course, viral. Okay. Viral is, we have a list. Prophetess, you have the list of viral herbs we talk about. Specifically, we're talking about, again, raising, of course, the pH level so high that bacteria, virus, fungus, sepsis, parasites, cancers can't live in. So number one is to raise the pH. So green drink is key. Taking your pH is even more important because you got to know where you are at all time. Next thing is the viral herbs. There are herbs specifically for viruses, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the soul. Remember we gave those out? Prophetess, you got that list? She's searching.
Yes, right now I'm just going to post some things on Facebook at the moment. I get the I get the.
She faster than
I can hear her fingers working.
She faster than Google. Google ain't got nothing on Prophetess. Let me tell you. All right, let me just while she's looking for it, I'm gonna tell you a few. Okay, one is olive leaf.
Okay.
Olive leaf extract, because the olive actually is very good for this season. Matter of fact, it's very good for right now. If you want an olive leaf tea, the actual olive leaves that you can buy raw, or you can get the capsules. Olive leaf is very good for any types of viruses in the body. Okay, so that would be one. Another one would be lysine. L-lysine. Lysine. Okay. Lysine has the ability to now stop the replication factor for viruses. So lysine amino acid, sort of like I always use the expression, a knife to a tire, stops the replication so that the virus cannot reload. Got it? Now, it depends on which level of HSV you're talking about because there's some plexes of different types. So we try to make sure we get hydrated. So you got to keep your hydration high. So make sure your water's right. Okay, you're drinking the right amount of water, half the body weight in ounces. Make sure you're drinking the right quality of water, which is the spring water bottle at the source. Got it? Now, one of the other ones that I really like this one, Big B, because of its antiviral properties, is this thing called Thuja. You remember I mentioned that several times? Thuja. Thuja is very much Thuja, for those that are writing it down. Thuja. Thuja has the ability to stop, again, replication factors. It's what the animals eat when they're out in the woods. That's one of the only ones of the trees, which is actually called the you ever see the trees out in, I always talk about the Christmas trees that are out all the time, and they never turn they never lose their color. You know how
Yes,
trees fall off, and they never lose their color. It looks like Christmas tree. Got the evergreens. The evergreens.
Mhm.
Yep. So that would be under that line also. Okay, so any of the virals, those are some of the ones right there that you can get. Now, also some baths, we do some types of baths. There's also one more, elderberry. Elderberry is another one. Elderberry or elderberry syrup, very good for viruses. Okay, so that's just a few, and Prophets has a longer list that I've covered several times dealing specifically with viruses, and that's all viruses across the board. Okay, all right.
All right, Dr. Paul, also over on Facebook, Angel. She says, Angel Lopez, I have a question. Can you take berberine with Ceylon cinnamon while taking a weight loss medicine?
It depends on that person. Yeah, it depends on that person. They don't have to go any farther. That's based on each individual. They have to be assessed first. See, if you're doing the GLP, you got to be careful with them. I'm telling you, you got to be careful with those weight loss medicines. Be careful. I don't know if y'all know, but there's a lot of lawsuits that are going on right now. Some of them are dealing with kidney and liver failure. I mean, failure. This is failure. Lily blindness was another one. Blindness. You got to watch it, y'all. Be very, very careful. Nothing better than your body to break down to lose fat. The glucagon is the factor. When your body creates glucagon, that's the way we do that fat burner. So when you're exercising, you got to get some exercise. Remember, extreme exertion followed by immediate rest. That starts to kick off the glucagon, and the glucagon is the fastest fat burner you have in your body. If you want to lose that belly, if you want to lose that area of certain parts, do that exercise for a serious exertion followed by immediate rest. So that means for an exercise, you will get on a treadmill or walk, just walk as fast as you can for about 30 seconds, and then you walk slow for about 10. Then you do it again. And then you go back for another 10. So back and forth, that releases the glucagon, which actually is the natural fat burner. That's one of the secrets of the NFL, where the players be sprinting. You see them sprinting.
Yes.
Yeah, they in the Novaplex, they just sprint, boom, fast as they can, and then they'll walk back. Then they take off again, boom. See, that's where you get the cut and the definition. So those are some of the things that we will look at right there. All right, for burning. All right.
All right. One last question, then we'll go up in the corner and get LP. Does the green drink contain raspberry? If it does, do you have another drink that does not contain it, as I'm allergic to raspberry, I guess?
Yeah, not now. That's the only one right now, and that's an organic raspberry. I did have a while back wild berries, and I had a different version, but that's the only one right now, and that's just for the flavoring. So right now, no, there is no other one. That's the only one right now. Maybe there'll be an introduction again, because I had an orange version. I had a tangerine. It was when we were bringing out all kind of stuff when we first started. So it's a different thing because it's a different energy. You have to be logistically correct when you have to bring that stuff out, and the production line has to be correct. So also availability. See, a lot of the organics are not available because of what's happening. You got to really do all of the logistics and things and work it out. But I'll look into that. I'll look into maybe reintroducing another one. Okay.
All right. Very good. All right, LP, up in the corner, buddy. Then we'll come back for Kim question. LP.
Hey, Doc, we're still on the golden seal.
LP in the house.
LP, come on, LP's been laying back in the cut. He's been here.
He came in this week. What's up, buddy? Good seeing you this week, man. Good seeing you.
Always. Listen, I wanted to know what's the best brand or whatever, and the dose. I got the protocol here, but I just wanted to know how to take it.
Okay, so any brand, just make sure you get it from a store that's made the commitment to be organic. That's what I say. Okay, and of course, there's a lot of brands out there. It's the root. Most of the time, you're not going to see this in somewhere like a drugstore. So you know that you're going to get it. You're going to get it online or somewhere that's made the commitment.
Okay.
The dosage based on there is always going to be adjusted based on a daily recommendation. Got it?
Okay. All right.
That's what it's always. So always follow the bottle. So even if the dosage goes up, you'll notice that it says you take it less.
I see.
Got it?
I got you.
it? But if it's less dosage, it'll say probably take it more. But it's
Okay.
all based on what we call layman's term, which is just for that day. And that's what we say starter. That's the starter kit. Everybody follow the directions on the bottom. And then if it gets to the level where we say, after you've been assessed, you need more, then we raise it to what's called the therapeutic level. Okay, that's the difference.
All
But right now, I would start right there. Just cleanse every change of seasons. Okay.
Thanks kindly.
Thank you, brother.
All right. Peace.
He's smooth too, Big V. He came in real smooth.
Hey, that's why I told Kamar he's just been laying in the cut. He's just chilling.
He said, I'm LP. Oh, you're Alfie.
LP just laying in the cut.
He came in and used his real name on me. I was like, LP. I was like, oh, I got you, bro.
He's got skills. He's got drummer skills.
Thank you, Kamar. How you been?
That's what you, brother. Keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all.
All right. Congratulations.
All right, just before we go to Val, there's a question from Kim. So what can I do to reverse 40% narrowing in the carotid arteries? What can I do about nodules in the thyroid area? Just two questions, really.
Yeah, you got two questions there. So definitely, vessel activity, there are dilations. You have to go into the family of dilating herbs. And those that dilate would be things like the cayenne pepper, the parsley, the asparagus, the celery, the bok choy, the allium family. All of those are the normal ones we've been talking about here for years. And those dilate, they open up. So to get the fluidity of the arteries and veins. But it also comes back to, again, the levels of cholesterol. You got it? So your imbalance that's happening is happening with this cholesterol. And Big V, we're going to go into that segment with you and Dr. Clinton and Nathan in a second. But it really deals with trying to keep those levels. It's the food, y'all. You gotta watch the oils.
Boy.
You gotta watch the oils and these things that are artificials that your body says, I don't know what this is. I cannot break this down. If I can't break this down, it's going to cause inflammation in the body. So just understand that, whenever you see, any obstructions or anything where the vessels are collapsing and all that, you have to start to dilate those vessels again. Stay off the junk food, y'all. I'm going to go in a little bit deeper in some of the things that we discovered this week that opened up, but definitely that's one. Now, the other part with the thyroid is weight, temperature, and pressure.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
weight, temperature, and pressure. So you know that the thyroid, I always tell the women to look in the area of the neck area. Y'all remember when we talk about the neck? What are we looking for at the neck? What are we looking for? Remember we're looking for
folds or goiter
or double lines.
Double lines.
Double lines.
Right. There you
Double
go.
lines. Double lines. Double lines. Here and here. Right in the middle. Little puffiness right in that area. Got it? I know they're doing the DEXA scan, and the DEXA scan is cool, but it's inconclusive when it comes back and tells you in the disclaimer that this test may confuse water and fat for bone.
Yeah.
We got a problem. That problem. That's inconclusive. People of color have more fat in water than anybody. So what's happening? We got to understand that it's the visual. The visual goes back to the ancient customs of African science. And you can look, the body's telling you what's going on. So even if you do a thyroxine test and you come back with your numbers and they say it's all right, many people have come back and they said, Doc, they say my numbers are good. I said, yeah, I know what they're saying, but I know what I'm looking at. It was right in this area. So what's happening with that? You got to be careful. Always go with the visual. If you see that upper line, lower line, right there, thyroid. On top of there, parathyroid, 4 little dots. That's your calcium regulator. So when that's actually out of balance, you're going to see the issues with calcium. You're going to see your hair, skin, nails breaking off. Hair, we say split ends, things like that happen with the hair. But that's all going back to, we say iodine, which is natural iodine. So sea vegetables is what you want to go. Sea vegetables, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for your soul. Sea vegetables would be what? Things like what? Yeah. Anybody know? Come on.
Nori.
Nori. That's right. Nori seaweed. Kelp. That's right. Kelp. Absolutely. What else? Seaweed. Any and all the seaweeds. The brown, the red, and the purples. Got it? All of them are good. And the golden. Don't forget the golden. Okay, so kelp, chlorella, spirulina, All of those, whether fresh or seawater or algae, are good. Those are actually help with that area. Blocks the body from receiving what's called radioactive isotopes, so it keeps it in check. Got it? So make sure that when you're doing this, it also means stress. Okay, so you got a level of stress that we all are dealing with, right?
All right. Yes.
Everybody dealing with a level of stress. So you got to learn how to let that go. Right.
Yes.
Stress level from the adrenal glands fire off. That fight or flight goes right to that thyroid. The next thing you know, you're spinning out of control. Fight or flight. Cortisol levels too high. So what is that? I say always determine what level of stress you're dealing with. First thing to deal with stress, because there's two types of stress.
Isn't that true?
There's emotional stress, and then there's physical stress.
Yes.
So you got to determine, number one, what am I facing? What am I dealing with? Because that fires off and throws off that hypothyroidism. That thing, that we say the kundalini, y'all. The kundalini.
Yes.
Which is your chakra system. That's the throat chakra, right? Ain't that the throat chakra? Y'all remember the throat chakra? What color is the throat chakra? Y'all remember? What color is that throat chakra? Anybody
purple.
know what that?
Purple, indigo.
Not purple. Is what is blue. There
Blue.
you go. There you go. Blue.
I can see Marche's lips saying blue, but I can't hear her. Couldn't hear her. She said
Can't hear.
blue.
You can go get that chakra chart right on my website, drpaulherbs.com. You can download it. It actually shows you where you hit download. You'll see that chakra chart, and it'll give you all the colors of that spectrum in that chakra system. So definitely that's the things that we got to look out for. So kelp for the thyroid. Stay away from the oils when it comes to cholesterol. Know your ratios. Got it? Know your ratios. Like Neetha always tells us, keep that ratio. Know your ratio.
Yeah, know your ratio.
All right. So that's a great segue, because I want to talk a little bit, take a little pause real quick. Now, Big B, Dr. Clorinda, and Neetha had a little video that they put together. And this video specifically deals with this. And I think it's a very positive right now for such a time as this. We need this information, y'all. So, Big B, I think you're going to play a little bit, or you're going to send that out tonight with the transcript, the link. You're going to devise a link.
I'll put a link to it. So when I send out the chat, it'll be there. So all you have to do is,
right.
And by the way, when you click the link, if it looks for access, just click that and I'll give you access on my end. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes,
and I want to thank y'all. I want to thank you, Neetha. I want to thank you, Dr. Clorinda, and thank you, Big B, because that is a good stuff. We all need to keep this information going. And there's so many people that just don't know how to deal with their doctors when they stand in a room and they only got 15 minutes.
Yeah,
That's right.
So, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? Rewrite that stuff, have that stuff ready, so when you get in there, you know what your labs look like, and you know what you're looking at, and also you know your formulas. I would definitely say it's very, very important right now that we know our numbers, because if you don't know, then who knows? Got it? You got to know your numbers. So if you don't know anything on your lab reports, please ask questions. Don't let them just throw stuff and you say, you all right. You all right.
Well,
My doctor say I'm all right. Dr. Corinda said that. She said that in the video. She said, what Dr. Corinda, is she on right now?
Yeah.
That was funny. I was cracking up.
You got movie stars on the tree.
You had me cracking up on that one.
Tree.
See, what did you say to the person in the testimony? What was the person? They said, why? You said, do you know your numbers? She said, oh yeah, my doctor told me it was all right.
And I think if I remember correct, said something about you gonna be dead. Is he gonna be all right if you're dead? He doesn't know what your numbers are.
Yeah. You got to go back. Y'all got to see it. So Big B, you gonna send that out, right?
yeah, sure will.
Yeah, because how long is it about?
It's about 40 minutes.
About 40 minutes. Okay,
About 40
thank
minutes
you.
long.
And also, Neetha, did you have anything you want to say, Neetha, on that one?
I thought it was great. I really did. I just want people, if you don't take anything away from it, take away, okay, it's important. What's the number, the HDL, the LDL, but know that ratio.
Yeah, that's
you go into the doctor and he said, well, your HDL was this and your LDL was this and you need to go on statin. What's the ratio?
You know, Doc, that was one thing that I got from the whole in our conversation. There were two people that I didn't even know existed. That Dr. Corinda and Lisa brought to us. When you're in the hospital, they call them what, Dr. Corinda?
Hospitalists.
Hospitalists. Your doctors in the hospital are hospitalists.
Yeah.
Okay, and the other individuals who? Laborists.
Yeah.
So for
that blew me away. I'm saying, I said, what are you talking about? But there are two different people. Let's put it like this: you have your doctor, then you have your hospitalist, and some people give you a diagnosis for that, and they give you medication that may be opposite of what your doctor's giving you.
Exactly. You got
under the auspices of hospitalists. And okay,
a lot of people prescribe what they're comfortable with.
Yes.
So a lot of the hospitalists prescribe medicine when you're in the hospital that they're comfortable with or they routinely use. And if you don't have your medicine, your list of medicines, able to tell hospitalists, well, this is what my doctor gave me. Now they should know, because your list of medications should be in the chart when you get admitted. If they don't know, it's because they didn't review your chart. And that's not the only thing that's in your chart that they didn't review. Plus, there'll be things in your chart that they documented that they did that they didn't do.
Yes.
And they're going to stick to protocol. They're not going to go too far out of there. And they're just going to service you. And if you don't have anything, they're going to give you their best recommendation. But it's all protocol.
Right.
That's where that advanced directive comes in.
That
advanced directive.
Absolutely.
That advanced directive, you got to have that thing in place. And most times people don't even know what they're saying when you're admitted. They say, "Do you have an advanced directive? What is that?"
Huh? What's that?
They'll say, "Don't worry about it."
Is that something you
Don't worry about it. Say, wait a minute. What is an advanced directive? You need to do that. So maybe we can cover that again.
Every once in a while, you need to check your medical records, because when I do in-home evaluations, one of the things that we go through is called diagnosis validation. So you go through all the diagnoses to make sure there's a diagnosis that is in sync with the medication that the patient's on.
That's right.
There'll be all kinds of stuff in there. I'm like, have you ever had this?
Yeah.
No. It's a part of your medical record.
Right, yeah.
So we need to figure out how to get this out of here.
Yeah,
and if a patient's been in the hospital for a long hospital stay, some things you can justify that were an issue while they were inpatient in the hospital,
right,
but now no longer an issue. So those things need to go away. But those things stay in there. And with certain people in political positions, if they decide to work with insurance companies to bring back pre-existing, and that stuff is in your medical record, you may not be able to get insurance or other things, life insurance, health insurance, or whatever, because now they've got documentation that you had this pre-existing condition, which no longer exists. It's only a problem while you were in the hospital.
Yep, you just got it in. They got a trail that never leaves.
Yes,
and this is why I always tell people, when you're getting your pressure taken, when you first go in, and you waiting in the waiting room, and they call your name, and you say, "Oh Lord, that's me." You get up and you walk all the way to the back. That's the first thing they do: take your pressure, and taking it at the wrong time.
Yes,
at the wrong time. 30, 40 points sometimes is high, because you're in an active state, not resting anymore. You're in an active. Let me get back to my resting state. Come back here in about 15 minutes. Take it twice. Then that's a number that can be jotted in my history. But if they take those numbers, that's 40 points higher, just like Dr. Rutherford said. That's in your record. That's following you. You better watch that. You got to watch what they're doing. Say, hey, don't put that one in there. Won't you come back in 15 minutes and then take it again, and then make sure we put that number in there. Have that communication with your doctor, because they know.
Just to veggie back a little bit, getting back to the hospitalist, for some of you this is the first time hearing the term, but years ago, you had your primary doctor. Your primary doctor had privileges at the hospital because that's the hospital he would send you to, because that's where he had privileges. So he would come in and make rounds. Those days are gone now. So when you go in the hospital, you'll see your doctor when you get out of the hospital.
There you go.
You'll see the hospitalist who's been hired, a doctor who's been hired, and they only work for the hospital. What you also do is, when the nurse comes in to give you medication, ask what he or she is giving you.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't just take, this is your blood pressure. What's the name of it? because it happened to me. I do take one blood pressure med. And when the nurse came in, I said, well, what is that? Oh, it's your medication. What is it? It's your losartan and potassium. I said, I'll take that. Why are you giving me potassium? Is my potassium level high? And it was not. I told her I'm not taking it, but I brought my own medication.
Okay.
So the next thing, the other thing is what Dr. Clarinda was talking about, is about knowing your diagnoses. Don't let that slide. As some of you know, I do counsel for health insurance. I had a client who called. They referred her to me because she was trying to get an insurance. She was trying to get a Medigap plan or supplemental. The terms are used interchangeably, and they denied her. And she said, "I thought it was guaranteed." I said, but they had that she had all these diagnoses, and she was getting the insurance out of the time frame for the open enrollment. The reason why she was special enrollment was because her plan, wherever she had, was dropped. So she named all these chronic problems, and I said, do you have any of these? She said, no, I don't have any of that. I said, well, she said, what can I do? You have to go back to your primary doctor. You have to have them review your record, and you need to have them remove all of this information that's incorrect. Because, see, that followed her. Now it affected her about getting her insurance.
Yeah. And also, Neetha, great points. Always great points, Neetha. Yeah, there's also an error factor. There's a level of error with softwares. And if you don't update your information or compare your numbers to know that, hey, that's not in my record, you should ask your doctor, can I see what my notes look like? Because I want to make sure my medications are on point. Because there's several times I took my wife to her primary and he said, yeah, you're still on this, and she's like, no, I'm not on that. Same thing. And I had to step in, and I said, "No, man, that somebody may come in after your doctor or sit in for your doctor, or there may be some kind of software update that's going on. You got to stay on point with that. That's why that advanced directive is very, very important. Is that advanced directive, which is a living will. It goes in there and shows you exactly what medications you're taking right now, and if you get in a situation where you're incapable of making a decision, that kicks in, and that's why they have that registered every time you get into the hospital. Make sure you're updating that. So keep it going. Thank you, Neetha. I appreciate you.
And you do have a right to ask for your records.
Yes.
That's HIPAA law.
Yes.
You have a right. I want to see all my records.
Yes.
You have a right.
Something, Dr. Wall, I found out. I went into my patient portal, right? And listen, let me tell you something. There are places that was not even related to the particular hospital that I went into. Wow. All of my records from all of those other places. I went through every little click and little nook and cranny, and all of that stuff were there, plus stuff that you said the hospitalists had put in there because of my emergency situation. And guess what, my friend? I was a mess. By the time I got over, I said, "Oh no!" I went through and I started clicking stuff and said, "Delete this and delete that." I took the time. Listen, guys, you got to be vigilant about going in and handling your business because your life depends on it.
Yes, it does.
You hear me? Your life depends on it.
You could have somebody taking the place of your primary, and they filling in and they looking at old information.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. So we want to stay on point. The whole message here is to stay on point, keep your level of communications tight.
Right. And I just want to publicly thank Dr. Clarinda and Neetha for taking the time. I was just sitting here listening to you guys talking about, I'd like to have some information on that. Yes. And that's when that idea came to me. You know what? We need to do a video on that, about this lipids and the cholesterol, all that kind of stuff. And, and they were kind enough to say, okay, we'll do this. Okay. So that's how that came about. Again, ladies, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah, let's give them a hand, y'all. Let everybody give them a hand. Come on, y'all. Come on. That's the family tree right there.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Keep us covered like that.
Yes, keep us covered.
Excellent. And how are we going to see this 40-minute video?
Well, during the time when you request the chat, okay, make sure when you request your chat, you ask for the video. Just put that note in there, okay?
Yeah.
And what I will do, I will actually put what they call a hot link. I put a link in there so that when you get to, just click on that and the video should play for you.
Thank you, Big B.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. All right. Now while we're on that, I gotta before you go there, Big B,
sure
I got something. I got a hot piece here.
Yes,
all right.
sir.
And I gotta thank my sister who came in this week. Cause Lydia, are you there? Lydia?
Yeah, she's there. Lydia's there.
I'm gonna pick on you, Lydia.
Did you get him, Lydia? Did you get him? Good.
Lydia, but Lydia, opened a whole other can of worms.
Oh boy.
Yes, we did. Lydia, where is she? Let me put her on spotlight.
She's there. She's sitting in her chair.
In the chair. She in her favorite chair, isn't she?
Yeah.
Okay, hold up. Let me get her in there. All right, Lydia, I want to say, first of all, I want to thank you, okay? Because when, we had a deep conversation and it was about the snack foods and all the things. And, I was talking about, y'all heard me always talk about look on the labels and look for that thing that's called bioengineered. You remember? You gotta look for that bioengineered because it's popping up everywhere. They no longer call it GMO. And it's basically BEs now. Bioengineered means they're altering. And it's two things, soy lecithin, and also beets and corn. Because the corn syrups. Got it? So anything that has those three in there has to be labeled as bioengineered. So a lot of the products that you're eating, now they're starting to remove the made with bioengineered ingredients. Now, I want to just, Lydia, I'm only going to do it if Lydia says I can do it. I can throw her picture.
Go for it.
All right. I got to get your permission. I'm giving you all the credit for this one because I said, you know what? I love what you did. I talked to her about this and she says, Dr. Paul, I got my favorite stuff. I got my stuff that, I know my ice cream I got to work with, but, she's just, going straight to it. And then she says, and then I got those goobers. Those goobers. And I understand it because everybody got their kryptonite. Everybody has their kryptonite. Everybody got their kryptonite. Something that you love, and you say, I got to go. It calls my name when I see it. All right, it's kryptonite, right? So she says, I love my goobers. And I said, Lydia, I think they're bioengineered. She said, no. She said, no, I'm gonna show you. They're not. I said, Lydia, I think they are. So Lydia, I said, you got to watch also. They got this new thing where they're not putting it on the label. They're putting these QR codes called smart labels. They call them QR codes.
Yes.
Now, can I share this? I'm going to share this with y'all.
Yeah,
y'all want me to share this?
Yeah, please.
She said, yes, Lord, please, Lord. Y'all funny. She said, yes, Lord, please. All right, here is Lydia's goobers. Goobers.
Goobers as in goobers and raisinets?
Yes. All right, here we go. Y'all see them?
Bam!
Oh, there they are. Now, this is something that tickled me, but it's so serious of a conversation we got to really be careful of. See here, it says, do you see anything on here that says made with bioengineered ingredients? It usually would be right here.
Yeah.
Something like made with bioengineered ingredients. But of course, Lydia said, it don't have it, Dr. Paul. I'm going to tell you. I said, yeah, but it has the smart label. This guy right here. Now, if you're actually on there right now, you can scan it with your phone right now. If you're on screen right now,
I just did, my friend.
Okay, and if you scan it, what you gonna come up with?
It says this product contains one or more bioengineered BE food ingredients commonly known as GMOs.
You got it. It's going to come up with something that looks like this. Let me show you which one it comes up with. Because this is something that they're not telling people, and this is the problem. If they're not telling us, they're slipping around it because you know what? It's bad. It's bad. What we call bad publicity. Because of course, if you see something that says bioengineered, automatically you saying that sounds like Frankenstein. But here, if you scanned it, this is what comes up.
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
This product contains one or more bioengineered food ingredients commonly known as GMO. Matter of fact, we're going to give you all of them. We're going to show you all of them. So the snow caps, the chunky, the crunch, the raisinets.
I told you about the raisinets.
wasn't it usually $1,000? Wasn't it $100,000 bar? Was that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was 1,000 grand.
100
They
grand.
changed that. So you can see what happens when you scan this number, this QR code, it pulls to here. But if I'm shopping in the store, what am I looking at? I'm looking for my stuff. Yeah, I'm looking for it. So this is the sneaky one we're talking about. That's raising cholesterol.
That's sneaky.
That's what's causing cholesterol issues. You got it? Because that's gunking up your liver.
Sneaky.
You got it? Sneaky. But also look on here. What's in there? That look like maltodextrin right there.
Right.
Now that one right there, when you look over here, you see what? Total sugars, right? Where's the sugar?
Right there. Total sugar is 14 grams.
Yeah, 14 grams. But that's 14 grams. That doesn't include maltodextrin.
Oh,
That's right.
You got me? This right here is 14 grams, and you're saying, oh, this is cool. I can deal with that 14 grams. But you're not taking into consideration the maltodextrin, which is up to the glycemic index ranked as high as 180. You got me?
Have mercy,
so
y'all.
This is the stuff that's spiking people's pressure. They're put them in why you can't bring your glucose levels down, why the cholesterol is out of balance. All of it is because of these sneaky little things they're doing right here. You got it? If it was any good, you wouldn't be hiding it, number one.
Well, don't you know?
So here, this is why, and then when I told her that, this is the next picture that she sent me.
Shut it down.
Let me send you the other picture that Lydia sent me.
Got a picture of a trash can.
Yeah.
Well, at least she's telling on herself.
Well, hey, look.
In the trash.
Nothing but the truth, y'all. Tell her like it is.
Let's give Lydia a hand. Yes, she give her a
hand.
Give Lydia a hand.
I feel your pain.
That's right.
What happened?
Now there was also, she said, matter of fact, let me keep it moving. Let me see what other things I have. I saw my Tate's Bake Shop cookies.
Oh, I love those.
Yes.
Wait, is
that crack too? Help us, Lord.
Help us, Lord.
So good. It's ridiculous. They need to be ashamed of themselves.
Help us now.
Now you know why they so good. They so good.
I got so much away. I just want
Oh my.
So
you just broke my heart, man.
So all of these things, this is why, family, we have to stay on point.
Does it say bioengineered or got that code?
It doesn't have the
What's
code.
happening with Tate's?
Some of them have the soy lecithin, and also I had to throw out the Girl Scout cookies because they had the soy lecithin. So I had
the two that you also look for. That is true. Thank you, Lydia. See, when you see by itself says soy lecithin, okay, or of course cornstarch, or that what they sell high fructose corn syrup. Got it? Nothing more genetically modified than corn right now. You got it? The crops are pretty much 90%. And also the beets. Did you know that your sugar that you have? So if you see products with sugar that have sugar, the actual sugar is not coming from cane sugar anymore. It's coming from beet sugar. Got it? So the beet sugar is the most of, that's why a lot of these major manufacturing, they have these beet farms. Remember the one they had in Hawaii? They said, well, hey, let's grow these things in Hawaii. Well, Hawaii, when they started to grow this stuff, it started causing all kind of problems. People started having, from the farms and the production of what they were spraying on these beets, started getting in the air, and the children started having lung issues. Yep, by that. So they, guess what? Hawaii got together and said, y'all got to go, and kicked them off the island. How about that?
Have mercy.
So what's happening here is very sneaky. Look at all your products. Look for that QR code. And that QR code It's a problem. Now, what are some of the other things about the QR code that's a problem? Can you think about what could be also some of the problems with the QR code? Come on, y'all. Give me some examples. What would be a problem with you dealing with that QR code?
Does it pick up private information from you by chance?
Private information, that would be one, right? Because it's like when you log in, sometimes they'll actually be able to track your information.
Exactly, yes.
Now, also, what about consumers don't scan QR codes? How many of y'all knew about scanning the code on your food? Or who has the time to do that when you're shopping?
Right.
Yes.
Who has the time to do this? Who has the time to do this? You're in the rush. I'm getting my stuff and I'm out. And all I know is them some good cookies. That's all I know. And I'm going to grab my stuff and I'm going to keep moving, not knowing that it changed on you. Got it? So the other thing is many consumers don't have smartphones.
Yes.
Because now you're getting into about a 40% demographic of consumers especially on low income, may not have a phone. So now that's a low level line of discrimination if you really think about it. Because now you can't have people or go into areas that maybe they don't have phones, they don't have access to a phone, maybe they don't even have internet service. You got it? So you got to think about all of these things. Some people, to scan your phone, you have to have a special technology on your phone.
Yes.
Some people got old phones. They don't have that technology. You got it? So it's a lot of issues that are on here. A lot of issues. Yep. Soy lecithin and high fructose corn syrup. We always knew that was bad.
Right.
And the other one was beets. Got it? So those are the hidden ones that'll be on products. And then, of course, the maltodextrin. The maltodextrin is just like off the top is one of the worst things they ever created. So all of these things make the food taste like sugar, but it's really not. It has a direct caustic effect on your arteries and your veins. And that's where this hidden cholesterol issues are happening. It's happening right in front of you. People say, well, how does it happen? I'll just have the little snacks. And they say that they're, they don't say GMO on them. But guess what? They're hidden. Got it? So also a couple of more points. No enforcement with this. Notice that there's no enforcement with this. There's no enforcement. Not only would the smart labels have these no rules, we remember there's no mandatory labeling, but there's no levels of, are you going to update stuff? Are we going to be, do you have to keep things in check? Who's regulating you? Who's telling you that what you're saying that these bioengineerings are good, but are you really doing any studies? Where's the research on this? Got it? And then of course the ultimate thing is that the consumer, we want what? Clear labeling. Be real with me. Let me know if there's something on here, because if you have a chronic condition, which the majority of people have nowadays, you need to know that I'm managing my chronic condition. I can't have these things, but I still want to enjoy a snack now and then. You got it? But these are can be a problem. Now, let me give you some good stuff. There's a polling by what's called Mellman Group. The Mellman Group. Mellman, okay. MELLMAN Group. Now, what they do is, according to this Mellman Group, the most important consumers are actually they do all the studies and research. People are saying, we don't want it. We don't want it. But why is it now starting to appear now still on your products? So now this is where you have to start to, put your vote, make sure your congressional people know in your district and where you are. This is why you want to go to that website, which is www.ewg.org. Remember, Environmental Working Group. You remember that one? EWG.org. You can go on there and you can sign up for it, and they will give you updates and keep you up to date on all of this stuff. This stuff is not fair, y'all. It's not fair.
No,
and when people come in, they're saying, well, Doc, I don't know what it is, and I said, are you dibbing and dabbing and grazing? Yeah, if it is, it's probably that. That's right there. You got it? So keep that in mind, family. That's all I wanted to tell on that. Hopefully y'all got something out of that.
Where does it say on Taste that it's because I got like 2 boxes in here. I'm about ready to throw in the trash. Where does it say that it's bioengineered?
I know.
On Taste. 2 bags in it.
Well,
I got the oatmeal raisin and the sugar cookies. Like, where? I'm about to throw it in the trash, but
I know they're expensive too. I gotta throw mine away.
yes.
Yeah. So you
Are,
got to
so
look at
they're
all of those.
bioengineered?
Lydia,
It has the
I think she's
soy.
asking you a question on those takes.
It had the soy lecithin when I think if you look for the ingredients, because he told me if it
Oh,
didn't have bioengineered, that's why I was going in the store. If I didn't see bioengineered,
Yeah,
I was good. And so I would grab things. And that's why I was going back and forth with him with the candy. And then he said, well,
yeah,
you didn't do the QR code. I said, nobody's going down looking at QR codes, but that's what they did. But you know,
yes,
everybody has smartphones, even the little kids, but they
yes.
are not aware of the bioengineered
That's right.
thing. So they're not going to even use their smartphones because I looked at all the cereals, all the breads. Some of them they have changed from bioengineered and use those other terminologies that we're not
Yeah.
aware of.
Yep,
So
absolutely. So these are the
look at
hidden
it.
things, y'all. Hidden things. Just be aware of it. Now that you're
Okay.
aware of it, you're on point, right? Now everybody's looking through all the things that soy lecithin. It is in those Tate cookies. I'm looking at it right now. Now remember, also here's another
Want to
thing.
withdraw.
Here's another thing. Just one more caveat here. If you're looking at specific ones, see this one was Tate's cookies, walnut chocolate chip cookies, right?
okay.
Now
Yeah.
it may change with the oatmeal version or
Yeah,
the
'cause I don't
other
see it.
different brands. So you gotta be
Okay.
up on that. So
Okay.
this is somewhere where you can't say I'm just gonna go with this brand because they're all non-GMO. You don't know. You got to check the different variation of the ingredients for that
Okay.
particular product. So make sure you
Okay.
check everything. It's a
You
shame
got
that
it.
we got to do all this time. We got to waste all this time in the
Soy
store trying to figure all
lecithin.
this stuff out. This is terrible. It's terrible.
That's true.
But
That is true.
I thank Lydia for this, y'all. Thank Lydia because she brought this up. I said, you know what? I'm gonna talk about this one.
Thank you,
Thank
Lydia.
you
Thank you,
so much,
Lydia. I
Lydia. I
appreciate
love
that.
soup tonight.
For being willing to be an example.
Yep. So the most genetically modified crops are the beets, the soy lecithin, and also that corn. You guys remember nothing more genetically modified than that corn, y'all. So keep that in mind. All right.
So,
Okay. Let's go back to questions. Anybody have questions? Anything they want to kill
Dr.
in?
Paul, before you jump there, so organic, naturally grown beets that you would get from Whole Foods or the co-op, you shouldn't eat them at all?
No. It's just make sure that they say, that they're organically grown.
Yes.
Because usually the ones that are grown genetically modified for sugar, that's what you
Okay.
see in your products. That's the
Okay.
one you see in your products.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind.
All right, let's go to everybody that's inside. Otherwise, we may not get finished. Okay. Val, you're there.
To a certain extent.
Yes. So I know Prophet's gonna start moving you along, so I'm gonna ask just one of my 3 questions.
Okay.
I wasn't taking my vitamin D supplement, so when I got my labs, my vitamin D was low. And so I know you had said we should do 5,000 in the summer, 10,000 in the winter, but because my numbers were low, my doctor wanted me to take 50,000 once a week. What do you think about that dosage?
Yeah, that's
okay?
good. Yep.
Okay.
If you really get back into there's documentaries on vitamin D.
Okay.
That goes real deep, y'all. It goes real deep. And it's almost like back in the early, I would say maybe 40, 50 years ago, they were taking really high doses of vitamin D. And they were actually recommending, and people were getting well. But somewhere there's a political logistics thing happens where they started lowering those numbers to kind of put the finger that maybe it's too much of that. But really it wasn't. The vitamin D was actually helping people because you're not getting the sun. So when you're not getting sun, you need to raise those levels. Yep. So what kind do you have? You have vitamin D3 or D2?
I think the doctor prescribed me. If she prescribed
D3.
it for me, it's probably D3.
Yeah, only if you go in the organic side of the organic stores, you're going to get a D2. Now, if you have liver congestion or have been known to have liver issues or congestion, or we say high levels of bilirubin, things like that. I would definitely push you in the direction of looking at vitamin D2. Yeah,
Okay.
D2. Got it? Because it's less work on the liver.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
All right,
Val.
thank you. Good question. Good question.
All right. Up next, Angela, you there? And then it says iPhone 3. Angela, go ahead.
Ain't this a mess, y'all? This is a mess, y'all. This is a mess.
They're trying to take
It
us
is a
out.
mess. It's a mess. Yes.
Okay, Angela, go ahead.
All right, so Dr. Paul, I'm not going to keep long. I'm just going to shoot the questions at you, shoot me the answer, and that's it. Because I know I don't want Miss Prophet to come after me. So,
go ahead.
Skin tags. I was told that they are associated with diabetes. Is this true?
Okay, stop right there. Okay, skin tags is a detox issue. It's a lymphatic pushing anything on the skin. Bumps, blisters, boils, psoriasis, eczema, skin tags, moles. It's a direct sign of the body trying to get it and push it out of you. That's what it is. So if it's connected to diabetes, diabetes has something else. It's a dehydration problem. So I can say, yes, it's kind of related, but indirectly related. So it's all going back to lymphatic system is where I would look for. Okay,
So
lymphatic.
what can I do to get rid of them? Because I was told I have some, my mom has some, and they were saying that it was hereditary. And I'm saying, no, I'm not going for that.
That's right, because the only thing that we know is hereditary is what everybody's eating, right?
That's right. Oh, yeah.
That's what everybody's eating
so
at the table.
I'm not going for that because
That's
I
right.
don't like them. Sometimes they do get caught onto my necklace, t-shirts, sweaters, stuff. So what can I do to get rid of them?
Couple things you can do. Okay, of course they have ways you can have them removed. Okay, there are just like when you have any type of moles or skin tag, they have removal that you can actually put on, and they can freeze them off. They can bring them off that way, but that doesn't correct the problem. The problem is a lymphatic issue. It's you're backing up. The lymphatic system is backing up. So that means lymphatic system means go for those herbs. Get your water right first. You got to get your water right first.
Go.
Mark yourself. Mute yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
Make sure your water's right, number one. It's got to be spot on. Okay. Water has to be spot on because in order to get that lymphatic moving, you got to be flushing. But also the exercise has to increase. Got it? So no sedentary systems because if you don't move, the lymphatic system doesn't move.
Okay.
Got it? Number 3, you get those herbs that move the lymphatic system.
Thank you.
Mark. Mute yourself, Mark. He sound like he on the road.
Yeah, he is. There you go.
He sound like he on the road. So make sure you do plenty herbs that deal with the lymphatic system. Now, Prophetess, you have over there the ones for that, right? You should have those. Here, I'm just going to give you a few. I'm going to throw out there. Got it? Not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the soul. Chaparral.
Okay,
Chaparral. Another one is Cleavers. Pau d'Arco. P-A-U-D'-A-R-C-O. Okay. There's a long list of them. Burdock root. Red clover. So all of these are liver cleanses. And remember, when you clean the liver, you clean the skin. So if you want to get clean skin, you can look at somebody and look at them in the face and see how good their liver is by looking at their skin. Got it? That tells the story.
Prophet just put on there. Thank you, Prophet. I got him on my screenshot.
Right.
Next one is calcium. So
calcium.
I know that you said the yogurt has to be plant-based. I stopped drinking milk because it was high in sugar because I'm a type 2 diabetic. So I feel as though the reason why my nails is weak, brittle, and I'm taking a biotin and everything, but I think I'm missing calcium in my system. What's a good calcium supplement for me to take and how much?
The source for calcium, we say, is to go to bioavailable calcium, which means out of the ocean. So that would be coral calcium, C-O-R-A-L, calcium. Got it? Comes out of the ocean, comes from the beds. around the best ones are coming from Okinawa, which is the lower peninsula of not Japan up there, but the lower peninsula. So it actually is not in that Fukushima area that we had the problem with, of course, the radiation. But any coral calcium, coral calcium comes from the ocean. You can't take too much of it because it's bioavailable. You just pee it out. Got it? So make sure, one real small important point. If you are taking coral calcium and you go to your doctor and they say your labs come back and your numbers are super high, they're going to tell you there's a warning, your calcium's too high. Make sure you tell them I'm taking coral calcium, which is bioavailable. Got it? Because they only check with one type of calcium. And how many types of calcium did we go over, y'all? It's like 9 types of calcium.
Yeah.
They only test for one. Got it? So that's important for you to know when you're looking at your numbers. Okay.
Okay. Because I'm going for blood work. I did talk to her about my thyroid test. She said I had a thyroid test done 2 years and it was okay. I said, well, since 2 years can change, I done changed. I said, so I need to have my lipid panel done. I need to have my vitamin D done, my iron, my A1C. We always get those because I'm a type 2. I need to have my thyroid done and my hormones. I said, because the OBGYN say, oh, you're menopause age. Okay, so what does that mean? I'm menopause age. You told me I was menopause age when I was in my late 40s.
Just because you're menopausal age, you can be premenopausal, or there are phases. Premenopause is when your periods start to get irregular. You start having maybe some hot flashes, want to choke people and that kind of stuff. Menopause, when you have completed menopause, you have stopped having a period for 12 months, 1 year. So now you are postmenopausal. So how long somebody is going through the process varies from person to person. I've had some patients that started having premenopausal symptoms in their late 30s, but continue to have periods up until their mid 50s. So they didn't become menopausal until after they stopped having periods.
So I had surgery done. I had my insides removed. So
you had your ovaries removed?
Did she take my ovaries?
You need to find out.
Wait,
you absolutely need to find out.
I'm trying to. Did she tell me she left my ovaries because I had a 10-pound fibroid in me?
So that's cycles. See, your cycles are backing up. So here's what I would say. There are herbs that are specifically back to cycles and rhythms. When you're doing that and you're going through the menopausal time frames, you have to now go back to the herbs that balance that. That would be things like the red raspberry. Got it? The red clover. Any of the thistle family. The thistles, the milk thistle. Yep. The blessed thistle, the holy thistle. All the thistles are traditionally used from lore. Women use them because it helps them with the cycles and the rhythms. It's got to get your rhythm. You got to make sure you're not eating out of cycle. Don't eat no meat first thing in the morning. No bacon, sausage, hot dogs, cold cuts, none of that stuff because that throws your cycle off. Got it?
Well, I don't have a cycle no more. That's gone.
Well, believe it or not, you're still having cycles. You don't have a physical cycle, but you're still cycling. Everybody cycles, even men. Men cycle.
That's right, including men.
We all cycle.
That's why men get aggressive, bumping each other because they're cycling too.
The women, y'all always tell me, no, you ain't got to tell me. I know the men. Y'all got cycles too. I got you. I got you.
Tied in with the moon.
Yes,
Lord. The moon and the rotation of the earth, y'all. Yeah, we got that too.
And one more is Mary Ruth, her vitamins.
Is that your fourth question, Angela?
I'm sorry, Prophet. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I gotta get them in. They didn't answer none of my questions last week, Prophet.
Okay, all right. All right. So the Mary Ruth is good. That's one of those lymphatic.
That's all I need to know about that.
Yeah,
Mary Ruth
that's all good. Mary Ruth formulas are all good. Yeah.
Now I think I have a hairline fracture on my foot.
Okay.
What can I do? I'm going for an X-ray on Saturday, but what can I do? I need to get my foot healed.
This is going back. This is going back again to bone density. Okay, so we're talking about cyclical wheels. Your cycles are off, so that means also assimilation is off. You're not assimilating the nutrients to feed the body, so the bone marrow is off, not producing the proper amount of blood. Now the bone density is not there. Got it? So here's all. That's thyroid, parathyroid. Remember, calcium is thyroid. Remember, parathyroid rather. Okay. So just all these are imbalances. but only one problem is going on. Got it? You're out of cycle. You're out of rhythm. That's why when you come in, we can do the cycles. We'll do the whole workup. We'll tell you exactly what to do and get you on check. Okay? We get you.
All right. I'll let you guys know if I get a boot in next week. I hope not. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Angela. Appreciate you.
Promise it. Don't be saying sorry. Just get out next time. She's gonna get you.
She got what? She got a boot? What she said? Oh, you mean a boot? Yeah.
A boot. Yeah. Okay.
For an ankle.
iPhone 3. You were there, young man. I just saw you.
Hey, Dr. Paul. Jeff Spraggins here.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes, Jeff.
I'm with my 91-year-old mom.
Go ahead,
All right,
Mom.
let's give Mom a hand.
Welcome, Mom.
Let's give Mom a hand.
Yes. So today we visited her rheumatologist specialist. We've been seeing her for a number of years. Today she decided to remove Mom off of the hydrochloroquine because she said she hasn't had any RA flare-ups. There hasn't been any swelling in her joints. And she also mentioned that the Plaquenil would remain in her system for a very long time. That if we identify or if she starts to have symptoms of discomfort, swelling in the joints, that we should return back to taking the hydrochloroquine. So my question is, what type of natural herb or remedy would be good for Mom in place of the hydrochloroquine, so as the Plaquenil releases from her body to prevent the RA flare-ups?
Okay, so here we're going to go back to the root of hydrochloroquine. Got it? Remember, hydrochloroquine comes from the cinchona tree. Write that down. Cinchona. Cinchona. Got it? Cinchona is the tree that deals with rhythms, heart issues, palpitations, but it also deals with blood flow and vascular issues. So it's very good. That's why they're using it for the hydrochloroquine. But here's the thing. Most importantly, make sure her water's right. How's the water right? Is the water
good.
right?
She's been on the Crystal Geyser for over 2 years.
Okay,
but
good.
Has diagnosed with heart failure. So we have to limit her water intake because of the fluid that builds up because of that condition.
Right. Now, is she doing a green drink?
No green drink.
Okay, this is where the caveat comes in. This is it. She's got to get that hydrogen. Hydrogen is the greatest source of energy in the universe. Wherever there's hydrogen, the presence of hydrogen is what is in every cell. So you got to raise that pH. As we get older, we lose that ability for the liver to hold the charge. So that's why the green drinks come very well, and they work a lot with seniors. So green drink is the highest land and sea. So with that, you prepare a green drink every day, and that will give the bioelectrical charge back to the body. So now the body says, I don't have to take it from the bones. No more rheumatism. Got it? That's the key. So that means also testing the pH. I would, as you sound like you the caretaker over there, making sure things right.
I am.
That's right. So what you want to do is make sure you get your pH strips, okay, and test your pH often throughout the day. You can do it once a day. Okay. Just make sure you take the saliva and the urine. Do you know how to take that? Do you know how to take the pH?
Yes, I do. Yep,
okay,
you showed me when I had the test done.
Yep. So you got to do the saliva and the urine. Do that. See where she is. If she falls below what? Remember the number you can't fall below, right?
I don't.
Okay, 6.5. Don't go below 6.5. If you go past 6.5, now you're spinning down. You're in a state of acid. And the body goes into a homeostasis, which is balance of trying to correct the problem. So I'm going to have to pull now some calcium from somewhere else. I'm going after the hip. I'm going after the knees. I'm going after the joints, the ligaments. And that's usually what's happening to our seniors. So it's really a direct sign, inflammation, whether it's rheumatism, arthritis of any types of that's going on. It's a direct sign of the body attempting to heal itself. It's trying to correct the problem.
Okay.
So just make sure you get her a green drink. Green drinks have everything, and it's easy to take. It's easy. Take it twice a day. First thing in the morning, second time between 1 and 3. Usually those are the times that we take traditionally, okay? Inside of that, that's going to raise the pH, and therefore that turns that signal off to now take from you for her body, okay?
Yeah. Is it okay to mix the green drink and store it in the fridge or should it be like
It should be as fresh as possible.
Okay.
I don't think it can get too complicated by three
I got
scoops.
you. Yeah, I've done that as well.
Try to do that or just have it in a way you may have a shaker to shake it, things like that. Mhm.
Got it. Real quick, in reference to the LDL ratios from earlier, what's the good ratio?
Right, the LDL. We look for the LDL. I think it is. Nisa, you want to give them numbers? Do you have those numbers?
5 is good. You want it, but your ratio. You want it 5, but if you're by 3, that's excellent.
Okay, and
You don't want to go. You don't want to go above 5%.
And that
And
number
how you get the ratio, because a lot of times it may not show up on blood work. You take your total cholesterol and divide it by the HDL, and that gives you the ratio.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah. Because usually the markers for they change. I try to say just be aware of the numbers, and because a lot of people don't get into the math of it, because it is important. It's very, very important. But just make sure that you're looking at all her panels, all her numbers and everything, and just keep it in check. Stay off the oils. Watch the oils. Got it? Watch the oils we talk about. Remember the canola oil, those sneaky snacks?
We don't use them. We avocado oil mostly.
Good. Yeah, unrefined, first cold press, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Get that video that Nita and I did. It will have a chart in there that shows what the normal ranges are for the individual lipids, the cholesterol, triglyceride, HDL, and LDL. So it'll show you what the normal ranges are. And once you know what your range is, then you can take your range to calculate your ratio.
Okay. Is that the video Bill was talking about earlier? Okay.
Yep.
All right. And you're sending that link out to the tree.
It will be in the chat. The link, when I put out the chat, there will be a link that says video, and I'll label it as video. Okay.
Got it. Yep.
You got it.
All right.
All right, Irene, you there?
All right, thank you.
Wait 1 second before we go to Irene. Nisa, what was that formula again? Take the cholesterol number and do what?
Your total cholesterol divided by the HDL.
Okay, great.
And that gives you your ratio. And you want your ratio 5 and below.
5 and below.
You are a queen. Thank you so much.
Okay. All right, guys.
Thank
Bear
you.
in mind, we are now
right.
at 8:51. We've got 6 more people. So that's about it. That's it. Haraya is the last one. Haraya made it. Y'all haven't seen Haraya in a long time.
I'm sorry. I cut off Irene. She was getting ready to speak and I cut her off.
That's fine. Irene, were you done?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been having problem with wax in my ear. I went to the hearing doctor because I wear hearing aids, and both my ears was clogged. I went to my primary doctor, and they cleaned my right ear out. And then the following week, I went to get my left ear cleaned out. Then I went back to the hearing, get my hearing test. My ears were still clogged up. Now I can't hear out my left ear.
Okay.
Hey,
Now,
one quick second before she says anything. In case I get knocked off, I'm get thunder and lightning over here. In case I get knocked off, I just want you to know. And I'll try and get back on when I get back
no
up.
problem.
Okay?
No problem.
Right,
No
very
problem.
good.
Yeah,
All right,
we're
go
almost
ahead,
done.
Irene.
We're almost done. We're almost
All
done.
right, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. When you're talking about, anything dealing with hearing, first thing I always say, make sure there's no structural issues. So many people struggle with hearing, dizziness, vertigo, a lot of these things, but we got to check to make sure there's no
Mr. York.
structural issues. Make sure there's
This
no
is Dr.
structural
Burton
issues.
Shannon. I'm scheduled to do your
mute yourself, Clorinda.
Dr. Glenda, mute yourself. Mute
Okay.
yourself. So make sure that you look for a structural first. Cervical C1 through C7. You got to check yourself out, because what's happening with that actually presses on those areas and what can cause issues from the top of your head to your thyroid or your voice box. So you got to make sure there's no structural issues. So I would say first, check with a good chiropractor. Have you been to a chiropractor?
Yes.
Okay. Where now? Who? When was the last time you were at the chiropractor?
About a year ago.
Yeah, it's time to go back again. You got to take that off the table. You got to take that off the table that you definitely know it's not a structural issue. Because when you're having issues with, like, clogging in one ear versus the other ear, that's you got to make sure you're structurally sound. Keep your chin up, right? Make sure you're sound. Then after they've if that's already been taken care of and it's not a structural issue, now we got to look at food choices. Got it. Got to look at your food choices. A lot of things that people are taking. You can take a lot of herbs that'll help you clean the ears. Now, you know about the Dr. Neal that we talk about. You ever heard about the Dr. Neal? It's a ear flush that you can buy. You can buy in any drugstore. You can buy that. It's a whole kit. We've talked about it here.
I bought this. So
yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, Neil Med. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. So you've already gone through that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you did that, if you're still having issues with those sides, that maybe feel like air in one side or like water inside, what are you experiencing?
Right now, my left ear is clogged. After I used it the day before, and yesterday morning, I woke up, my ear is clogged. I can't hear out of this ear at all.
Mm-hmm. You favor that side when you sleep?
Yes, that's the side I sleep on.
That's the side you sleep on. There you go. Check your pillow, number one. Make sure it's not too flat. Got it? You might want to get a fluffier pillow because that can cause some things with your neck and also your ear. Number two, one thing that you can do is, can you see me? Can you see me?
Ooh.
Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me?
Wait a minute.
I'm right here. Right here.
Yes,
Can
I see you.
Okay,
Yes.
got it. All right. There's a little method we use for adjusting the actual pressure in the ear. And we do it by taking a deep breath. Watch me. Watch this. Do you like this? Hold, take your air, keep it in your cheeks like this for about a count of 10. Okay? Count of 10. And then when you let it go, I want you to swallow. Okay? Keep swallowing. Sometimes that will clear your ear. You're adjusting the pressure in the ear. You're adjusting the pressure. That works really well, especially if you're dealing with heights, you're in planes, things like that, or the temperature changes. Temperature changes because that's dealing with the pressure in and outside of the ear. So that's what we're readjusting. When you do that, usually you can do that about 3 or 4 times. Take some good swallow, just keep swallowing, and eventually it opens up just like that. Sometimes that will work. Okay.
Oh, okay. Another question I would like to ask, have you ever heard of K-Pearl filter water countertop?
If it's filtered water, that's a bad sign.
It is?
Yes. Anything that has to be filtered, the $1 million question is, what was the water before you had to filter it? Got it? It's the source. See, when you get God's water from its original source, you don't have to filter it. The earth filters it. So you don't have to do anything to it. All you do is capture it, bottle at the source, and you put it away. And then now, when you open the bottle, that's the first time it touches air. That's the difference with spring water bottle at the source. So that's a key word. Already it says filtered, and that's a question. Big red flag. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Not saying it bad. They may have a different version. So, look at this. See what they're. Remember, nothing purified, filtered, reverse osmosis, or distilled. Those are your 4. Got it? If it says any of that on the bottom, you might as well throw it away. Got it?
Oh, well. Okay.
Got it? That's their claim to fame. They're going to tell you. Say the devil tell you one time.
They claim that they taking all the bad stuff out, but then they putting the alkaline back in.
Yep, that's a reverse osmosis.
That's
a reverse osmosis, right? See, they're distilling everything, but then you're putting it back in, and then now that loses its charge. That's why sometimes you'll see on the bottle it says alkaline water 9.5 when bottled. When bottled, which means when we had it, it was 9.5. Now, when you open it, it's going to be a different thing. It may change. I don't want water like that. I want to hold the charge. That's why I can't be God at his game. Got it? Spring water bottle at the source. Can't beat it. $1.
Save it for
Dollar
your
store.
iron. Put it in your iron.
Yeah. Put it in your iron.
Yes.
Don't give it to the plants. Don't give it to the plants.
That's right.
Don't give it to the plants. Many people say, "Oh, I'll just give it to my plant." Don't give it to your plants either.
It's gonna kill them.
Yeah, you'll kill your plants. You'll kill your plants.
That's for real.
And you'll rot your teeth too after a while.
Well, have mercy now.
Woo! All right. Let's see. What else? All right. Anyone else? Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thanks,
Appreciate you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay. Sharon, you're up next, and then Marche.
Yes.
Sharon, you there?
I'm here, yes. So I wanted to talk about oils. Every time you say watch your oils, I get nervous because I'm eating off the food chart, the first 4 columns that you provided, and then the acidic columns. So every day I'm eating a salad for lunch. At first I was using balsamic vinaigrette, and then I said, well, that's not on the food chart. So then I started using avocado oil on my salad. And then for dinner, everything I cook, I'm using oil. I'm not deep frying, but I'm like stir frying.
Right.
So
So
is that
here's
too much oil?
Yeah, you don't need what you would want to do. First of all, if you're pulling any oil, if you're cooking with it or putting it over your salads and things, try to do something. Make sure it's first cold press.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. The avocado.
Right. So long as that's good, as long as it's from a good source. Usually single source is the best. Hexane free, all those things that we talked about. Non-GMO. That's usually it. But if you have an issue already with cleansing or liver, then it's still a challenge for you. You got it? Thick, creamy, things that pour slow. So you're trying to back off of it a little bit. If you're going to do salads, don't do the salad dressings, right? You just and the balsamic and balsamic is actually dealing in fermentation. So fermentation is something that is not good for you. Got it?
Yeah, I stopped that. So what do I put on the salad then? Because I can't eat a dry
Here's
salad.
what you do. Just do what you know. What we started doing. We started using the oils, herbs and spices, and a little bit of Himalayan salt. That's it.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's okay to do that every day for lunch.
Yeah, that's as long as there's no as long as there's no red flags with you. You got it?
Right. Yeah, my cholesterol is down. When I first started with you, my cholesterol was a little high, but now all my numbers are good as of September. But then I start worrying, am I using avocado oil and olive oil, first cold press? That's all I use.
Right. See how amazing that was that you just said. As soon as your cholesterol was high, as soon as you got off of the oils, what happened? Came plummeting down. That's what I see every day. Right. And that's why we got to get back to something simple that people can really digest. What am I doing when I'm in the store? What do I eat? Right. Because all the stuff we saw today with these QR codes and all this is scary. This is scary stuff, y'all.
Right.
This is scary stuff. So you have to do something very simple. Do something very simple. Just make sure you keep the rules. The rules, as we say, know your rules and don't break them, right? Don't break the rules. Know where you are at all time and don't break the rules. If you know that first cold press, expeller press, those are the things you stick with, stay with that. Got it?
Okay. So you can't do too much of that neither then. I mean, that's why I worry about, am I doing too much?
Remember, this is food. This is all food. That's why it's the best form of food that your body can break down. Who's the greatest converter? We are. We are the converters. Got it? So long as you give your body what it's naturally supposed to do, it can break it down if there's presence of mineral and nutrients. Got it? If it's taken and they refine it, there's no life there to give you life. You got it? Okay. So only life begets life. So when you shopping, what you be looking for? Anything with life in it. Got it?
Gotcha. Right. Okay. Now, one more oil question. So my daughter rents a room out to a girl who's from Liberia, descended from Liberia, and she cooks a lot of African foods. I was visiting. She does the cassava leaf.
Oh yeah. The palm leaf. Yeah, the palm oil. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so that's the question. She has red palm oil for West African cuisine. Is that okay to have use that oil?
It depends on what they did with the oil. You got it? In most cases, if this imported,
it's red palm oil.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. My wife is we're Liberian over here.
Right. So
I didn't have many cassava leaf. I had many cassava leaf. So palm oil, long as it's not been refined. Got it? That's the
Okay.
key. So long as
Yeah.
it says natural organic palm oil, unrefined, you'll see the same things, the first cold press, expeller
Okay.
press, all those things. When they press it naturally. Just as long as they they don't use detergents or hexanes and things like that. Those are the
Okay.
keywords that you look for. You start
Okay.
seeing a whole lot of literature behind it, that's bad. Yeah. So
Okay.
All right.
but I'm gonna tell you though, a lot of palm oil I'm looking at, I don't see too much that's out of alignment because it's coming directly from places like Liberia and places like that.
Yes.
Unless they're genetically modifying the crops, I don't see too much of that. That's just me. That's just what I've seen.
Yeah. Well, hers did say unrefined. I looked at it in the cabinet, and she shopped from an African grocery store.
Good,
So
good.
but I wasn't sure. I didn't say, well, Dr. Paul didn't really talk about palm oil. He talks about olive oil and avocado.
Yeah,
So
but it's a lot of different oils. You got walnut oil, you got sesame oil, you got a lot of them out there. Safflower oil. Some of these, there's a lot of different oils out there. Just keep that rule and understanding. First cold press, expeller press, unrefined.
What about sunflower oil? Is that okay?
That's what I'm saying. See, that's where a lot of a lot of the seed oils have gotten a bad rap, and then people will tell you to stay away from because seed oils will raise the cholesterol levels, but that's not totally true. It's the what they're doing to the seed oils. They're using detergents and hexane, and the sources for what they're doing. It's the processes. When you take anything God has, and if you get it in its natural state, I have not seen anything that causes harm to the body until they start to mess with it. When you start to mess with it for production, then you get these problems. So keep that in mind. Okay.
All right. That's it.
You're doing good. Hold up. I think that was a stealth testimony, Big B. She said her cholesterol. Let's give her a hand. Let's give Sharon a hand.
Way to go.
Congratulations, Sharon. Put that cholesterol down. That's right.
Good.
Get off the oils, y'all. Get off the oils.
That's it. All right. Cynthia and then Phyllis. Cynthia, there.
I thought that was it.
Sorry, Bill.
Yes.
You called on Haraya.
Okay.
No, Haraya. Okay, well, let's get Haraya because we haven't seen Haraya in a minute.
Haraya.
Hey, family.
Haraya.
Hey, family.
How you doing?
Yeah, get me in here because I came back from a coma. I went into a coma. I'm gonna tell you, this experience that God has taken me through, okay, they over-sedated me. And I was out. My children say I was out for like 3 days, not responding. When I woke up, I had a tube down my throat. Okay, and I had a tube in my side draining water off of my lungs. Yeah.
About trust.
Yeah. What happened? I went from the hospital to the nursing home, and the medicines that they were giving me, I had questions about it. So I said, I'm not taking any more of these medicines until I speak with a doctor and find out why is my body swelling? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? And in the interim, I had to go to the hospital because I didn't have my herbs that I could take to keep me going. But bottom line, I'm home. I had to fight to get. You gotta fight to get out of the hospital.
Yeah.
They're not trying to let you go. And I was like, before y'all do anything for me, and next thing you gonna come in here and tell me that my kidneys is gone because all this stuff you giving me, I had to tell them my electrolytes. Who's replacing my electrolytes?
But Haraya, we're really short on time, and I want to definitely dive in. But I just want to say this. I just want to say real quickly. See, everything is a cyclical wheel, and this is all cyclical cycles that are out of balance. And you're asking someone who doesn't deal with cycles, why am I out of balance? You're not going to get it from them.
That's right.
That's why we have to go back to natural as much as possible. You got to come on in and get an assessment, okay? You got to come on and get that assessment. When
I called you. And I'm ready for my assessment. But let me just ask you this.
Okay.
What is the form that you can take sugar into the body? Now, I'm asking on behalf of my grandson because I'm so proud of him. He's in there juicing and this, that, and the other. He said, but I put sugar in it. I said, sugar is the form of all disease.
Yeah,
and I
you
said,
gotta.
the only way you can eat sugar is through the sugar cane.
Yeah, so you gave him the pure cane, which is called turbinado. Some of them call turbinado or pure cane, which is good. You also have coconut palm sugar.
Okay.
You have date sugar. You have beet sugar. But make sure it says specifically unrefined. And the only ingredient when it says is just sugar. That's it.
But that white sugar that we eat is not good for you.
Oh, that's very bad. It's refined. That's absolutely the worst one.
Acid.
Yeah.
Course not.
Remember, it's too refined. Yeah. See, remember, it's too dense. Yeah, he's young man. You said a young man, but he keep that up, he gonna have diabetes. Absolutely. So what's this too dense? Remember, anything that has been refined, the life is gone. No life. We can't keep eating dead, expecting life. It ain't gonna happen, y'all. Ain't gonna happen. God said only life begets life. Only life can give you life. So unrefined. Just make sure everything he does is unrefined.
Okay. Lastly, I know, and like I said, I called you. I'm waiting for somebody to call me back to get me in so I can get my assessment. But I took myself off of Eliquis and Metropolol, but I'm scared because they're telling me without the Metropolol, my heart won't beat right. And so, I'm sitting here drinking my green drink,
right.
and
See, here's what I would say, and I see where you're coming from. There's a lot of confusion going on, but until you can stabilize your see, that's going to stabilize you. People think that I say don't take drugs, and sometimes you need to take that until you can get your knowledge base up to what's going on. Yeah. So you got to stabilize it. You got to take the medication. That's something that you have to do. It's not saying that it's something wrong with it. Of course, there's suppressive therapy, but until you keep those levels low enough that you're not having the stroke or a heart attack or a coma or something, those levels get too high. You got to keep it down. So they're managing right now until you can get what you need to get, which is the knowledge base to know how to do this thing and how to eat and things like that, how your water works, all the things that you should stay away from, get more of the stuff you need to get more of. See, it's a balancing act, but you got to get that knowledge first before you move forward. So that's why an assessment is critical. It's critical because you're going to be bouncing all over the place and it's going to continue. So I'm looking forward to seeing you, okay?
All right, Dr. Paul.
All right, take care and be well, all right?
God bless.
All right, God bless. All right, who else we got there, Big B? We're almost out of here. Big B, is he in? Did he get knocked off? I think he got knocked off.
I just had a quick question.
I think I was next. This is Cynthia.
Hey, Cynthia. Go ahead, Cynthia.
Hi. Quick question. But just to veggie pack on what you were talking earlier about the foods and what's in it, I was looking for like CoQ10 to take, but then I was looking at the other ingredients. And the other ingredients, they looked like they weren't really good for you. Like they had the bovine, which is animal stuff. And then they had, there's a myriad of different... they had the soy lecithin. They had all kinds of things that I thought that were not good to be taken on a daily basis. So is there a list or some information that we can go by so that we know that the medicines that we're buying, that they're not going to be harmful to us, because we're trying to do something that's good, but we're taking the other ingredients that's included in there that's not that helpful, nutritional for us.
Right. Now, are you speaking specifically about CoQ10 or you just in general?
That's the latest thing that I was looking for, but I'm noticing that in most medicines and most vitamins and most things that you're taking.
Yep. Now here's the thing. Now, sometimes you got to deep dive on this because there's organic and there's inorganic. Got it? So when you're looking at something that's nutraceutical, usually if they're going to add something like that, usually they're a little bit better on that. And as opposed to, when you buy it like in some goodies or cakes or cookies or something like that. So the soy lecithin is a problem. It is a problem. But if you're looking at it, try to go with at least less as possible ingredients. Got it? So no gelatins, things like that.
Right. That's another one it's in most of them. If you look, especially the soft gel caps.
Yeah. But there's a lot of companies that are doing some really good stuff. They're really stepping up their game. So whether it's that or the B12, because you remember, don't get with the cyanocobalamin, get the methylcobalamin. So there's a lot of little tricky things that are going on, but the adjustments are being made. So I would say that has to be a per product investigation. You got to look at each one. Okay. And if you have some that you can shoot to me, I'll take a look at it for you.
Okay.
But usually you can pick them off now. They're kind of like coming to the surface, y'all. They're coming to the surface. When you know your stuff, it's kind of hard to trick folks now. Folks are getting up on their game. People are really waking up. So shoot it over to me and I'll take a look at it for you. Okay.
I certainly will. Thank you very much. And hi, everybody.
Good night.
All right.
Paul. It is 9:15.
Cool beans.
Dr. Paul. 9:15.
Yes.
And we are way past our time.
All right. Well, who's that one person?
This is Phyllis.
Hey, Phyllis.
I just wanted to know what kind of mixture can I make up to make my own cough medicine?
Yeah, to make your own cough medicine, I would start with something like an elderberry.
Okay.
That's the one thing I would do. Something like an elderberry, and you could put, a little bit of the golden seal in that, a little bit of olive leaf, horehound. These are all the ones for cough, and bronchial. Also this one you can get a powder called inulin. Okay, inulin is good because those are dealing with lung and respiratory things.
You're mixing all of this together?
I'm just giving you some. You don't have to put all of them in there. Just one. Just one.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, the base and foundation would be like a good elderberry. That usually goes really well. Yeah, elderberry.
Okay. And I just wanted to ask you too that I sent you a video on a lady that they opened her up and she had parasites. Were you able to look at it?
No, I didn't, but I can imagine what it looked like.
I sent it.
Have mercy.
I sent it through Messenger, and this lady kept complaining of her stomach. And her husband, they would never tell her what she died from. And when they did the autopsy, the doctor said that he wasn't required to put it in there. But she had so many parasites in her that it was a film that was in her, and a lot of people were dying from it, and they wouldn't, say. And I thought about it when you said that they were wrapped all around her organs.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a parasite for every organ. That's why we gotta what? What's the family? What we gotta do, family? Cleanse every
season.
That's right.
I sent it to the messenger if you get a chance to look at it.
Okay, I will, fellas. Thank you so much. All right.
Good night.
All right, Prophetess, taking up. Prophetess said it's the time to go. Big B jumped in here because your lights almost went out, buddy.
Ain't no almost. It shut me off completely, dude. I just got back in.
We saw your hands go up.
So that means it's coming this way. So Big B's giving us the wake up over here in Philly.
That's right.
So Big B, give them the information how they can be a part of the family tree, how they can be actually help us with this part. Make a donation. Big B is doing a lot over there, y'all. Give him a little something over there, dropping a little something. He putting it on Facebook, and also he's got it on YouTube. So Big B, how if they want to be a part of Family Tree, show them how they can be a part of it.
Hey guys, real quick, the way to do that, you got to do what? You got to send me an email, right? That's the first thing. Send me an email to mechavideo@gmail.com. Again, mechavideo@gmail.com. To do what? In order to continue to support the family tree, you want to use my Cash App. That's $BILMORGAN. Again, $BILMORGAN. And if you continue to support by using your bank through Zelle, that ID number is mechavideo@comcast.net. Again, mechavideo@comcast.net. And of course, you got to do what? We got our post office box over here in Mullica Hill. That's Bill Morgan. P.O. Box 191. Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Again, Bill Morgan, P.O. Box 191, Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. Guess what? Bring your friends, bring your enemies, bring your frenemies, bring what? Everybody right here, where? To the family tree. Hey. I had to put my hand up, come on, to pray and have the Lord to protect us. Go trying to get me over here, y'all.
Hey, yeah. Hey, y'all see that picture right there? That's a real picture, y'all. That's not an AI. That's not an AI picture. That was actually the blood moon that was just March 3rd this year. That's over in New York, and somebody captured that amazing picture. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, I thought that was cool. Yeah. So I want to say thanks to everybody. Did you learn anything tonight, y'all?
Yeah, buddy. This was a great night, man. Great
This
class
was a hot one tonight, y'all. Y'all better take this one and share it with somebody.
Yes,
because
sir.
you know what? As we say, our only charge is that you go tell somebody. Tell the truth. We don't really charge you anything because it's a family tree, right? And what do we do as a family? We get around there and we just talk and talk and talk. And we can probably keep going until Prophet say, y'all need to get up out of here. But anyway, God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. I want to thank Prophetess over there, a.k.a. Fingers. Yes. And of course, our host with the most, Big B, Bill 1L Morgan. All right, Big B, he finally got back in. I thought I had to end the show here tonight. All right. I want to thank you for y'all continuing. Yes. What was that?
Did you get my message I sent you last Saturday?
No. Well, you know what? Let me check, because I know I did see something, but I might have been moving so fast. But thank y'all so much for all the good wishes for my birthday and also for my wife's birthday. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. You know, I've been trying to keep myself together. There's so much going on. We got a lot of Pisces around here. Because now Jaren's birthday is on the 28th. His is on the 28th of March. My wife is there. I got cousins. I got friends. Everybody's around the same time. So thank you so much for your emails.
They're all crazy people because March is nuts.
March is nuts. They all crazy. That's right. Or as my wife says, you the other Pisces. You in February. You the other one.
Yeah, it's wonderful, man.
All right.
Thanks,
Well, I want to thank everybody. God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, man.
And God bless you. We say what? If you're breathing, you gotta shine. All right. Thanks also for our Facebook fam over there. We were hot over there, man. We had how many people over there? It was kind of packed in there one time.
Yeah, man. Almost 30 people on Facebook this time.
Yes. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on the Facebook side. Keep the information going. If you got questions we can follow up with, we'll try to get to you. All right?
Yeah,
so
man.
I want to say, let's tap it out. Tap it out. Tap it out. Tap it out. Come on, Marcy. I see you, Marcy. I see you, Marcy. Tap it out. Tap it out. Tap it out. Can y'all hear that music?
I just saw the lightning in Philly.
Yeah, all right, we better hurry up. Let's tap it on out and get off of here, right? All right, tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap.
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
Good. And breathe. And breathe. On the inside. On the inside. On the inside. On the other side. Good. All right, congratulations again to Ron over there. Ron is an ambassador of health over there. Ron is doing it. All right, tap, 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 tap. Tap left and right side. Liver on one side. Gallbladder. What's on the other side? Pancreas and what?
Nigga, you just ahead, put the number in the chat. All right.
All right. All right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Good. Everybody good? Breathe in. Take a good one. You've been sitting a while. Breathe out. Hey, Debbie, I see you. I see you, Debbie. Breathe in.
Yeah.
Breathe out. Good to see Kamara on here, y'all. Good to see Kamara. Go Kamara. Go Kamara. Go Kamara. Go Kamara. Yeah. Breathe it out. Good. In. One more time. And out. And bring it on down. Shake it out. 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 Shake it out.
Yeah.
All right. Shake that head a little bit.
Yeah,
now
man.
get some energy. We're going to do an energy bath. I see you, Shirley. I see you over there. Clap. Clap.
Yeah, buddy.
Clap. Brother Deke over there running again, Big B.
Yeah, man.
Running. Every time I see him, he running. He running, man. Clap.
Background. Every day.
Clap. And then just rub it on down. Don't touch yourself.
Buddy.
Just let that energy go all the way through you. Yeah, with good intent. You can almost feel the energy all the way down. Ground yourself. Little Qigong we're going to end up with.
Yep.
Clap. Clap. Rub. Clap.
Yep.
Create that energy. Create that energy with good intentions, right?
Yeah, buddy.
I am healthy. I am healed. I am better than I was yesterday.
Yes, I know that's right, buddy.
Tomorrow's going to be a great day. You got it? And I'm very strong.
Yes, buddy.
And knowing that, I know God, because God is on my side. Amen?
Yeah, buddy.
All right. And last one, clap. And stop. Keep keep that bottom one still. Move the top one. If you go like this, you feel some energy. You feel your hands, you feel that? That's your energy. Take that with good intentions. Bless yourself. God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And thanks for tuning in to the Family Tree. All right, who can dance out there? Who can dance? I know we got some dancers. Go, Marcy. Marcy always kicking off. Go ahead, Marcy. Go, Marcy. Go, Marcy. Go, Marcy. Go ahead, Marcy. Go, Marcy. Go, Marcy. Go, Marcy. Hug yourself. Hug yourself. That's right. Hug yourself. Hug yourself. Hug yourself. Hug yourself. There you go.
Big Joey Nixon on Facebook.
Good. Go, Kamara. Go, Kamara. Go, Kamara. Go, Kamara. Go, Kamara. That's right. There she go. 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 Good seeing you now. There you go. There you go. All right. All right. All right. Who else is
Barbara
there?
Davis on Facebook. Shout out.
All right. All right.
Shout out.
Go Debbie.
Rhonda Johnson.
Go Debbie. 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 Look at Debbie. There you go. There you go, Debbie. Go Debbie. Go Debbie. Go Debbie.
Dolores Davis on Facebook. Rhonda Johnson on Facebook.
Yo, y'all. We got a double spotlight going on right there. We got a double spotlight. Go ahead, y'all. Dance it off.
I heard that. Yep.
All right.
Peace and hair grease.
We're going to say love, peace, and hair grease. We're going to see y'all.
And Lane Murphy.
And we'll see y'all next week on the Family Tree. And we'll be on this weekend on Where, Big B?
This week, guys, where 900 AM, 96.1 FM, Black Talk Media, WRD Radio. Yeah.
Yes, all right. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. Love y'all. We'll see you.
And healing to Marcy's eye. She had cataract surgery.
Oh, wow. All right, Marcy. Right. Healing. Yeah, sending love and health and healing to you.
Class A Smith on Facebook.
There you go. There you go.
Yep.
All right.
KK on Facebook.
Ben.
Yep. Andrea Bratcher on Facebook.
Hey.
Shout out, buddy.
7.
Yep.
6. 5.
Good, yeah.
4.
3. Got it.
2. And 1. God bless y'all. We'll see y'all.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
And everybody.